Good morning, first graders. Today is Thursday, May 28th, 2020. Thursday, May 28th, 2020. We're going to start out with our vocabulary words and then vocabulary tic-tac-toe and our vocabulary story. So let's go over these again. Daydream, certain, minutes, begin, brought, visit, that's falling down, cancel, straight, and around. So you're going to be in charge to put those in ABC order and put them in your word journal. All right. So for our vocabulary tic-tac-toe, of course you need this sheet. You need a pencil, a crayon, or a marker, whatever you like to write with. And I will go over the words, we'll spell them, and then I'll tell you where to write them. So let's start right away with the word around. He went around the corner and found the store. So let's find around and spell it. A-R-O-U-N-D, around. Top line. You may begin your lesson now. The word is begin. Let's find it. B-E-G-I-N, begin. Top line. He brought his teddy bear to the sleepover. And the word is brought. B-R-O-U-G-H-T, brought. I think you notice that the G-H doesn't make a sound, does it? Top line. The clouds were so dark, I was certain it was going to rain. And certain is the word. Let's find it and spell it. C-E-R-T-A-I-N, certain. Bottom line. There are 60 seconds in a minute. And now I only used one, didn't I? I didn't say minutes, so I better say there are 60 minutes in an hour. And the word is minutes. M-I-N-U-T-E-S, minutes. Bottom line. Good practice for your spelling. I will go straight home after work. And the word is straight. Let's spell it in parts. That makes it a little easier. S-T-R-A-I-G-H-T, straight. Bottom line. Now, if you're clever, you see the pattern that I'm doing. I wonder if you've figured out the last row, the last column of words, how we're going to do those. I will not cancel the show unless I have to. And the word is cancel. C-A-N-C-E-L, cancel. Free choice. The boy's daydream was so real. And the word is daydream, the compound word. Daydream, made up of two words, day and dream. DAYDREAM, daydream. Free choice. I like to visit my grandchildren. And the word is visit, the last word. VISIT, visit. And that also will be free choice. Now I'd like you to do those again with the help of somebody at your house. Say the word for them, maybe use it in a sentence, and write it on the other line that's available. And on the back, write a good sentence using one or more of those words. Now, our vocabulary story for today, which uses some of the words that we just practiced, it's called The Surprise Party. It's in your Treasures Reader on page 138 and 139. Ron is my best friend. He lives around the corner. We play on the same team. We like to daydream about being baseball stars together. Today I'm having a surprise party for Ron. Ron's mom brought healthy snacks like apples and pears. My mom put them on the table. We are hanging "We Like Ron" posters. It is my job to make sure the posters are straight. Phil and Shirley and Paul will be coming to the party. Certain grown-ups are invited too. Roy had to cancel because he was sick. Ron will be here in 5 minutes. Then the party will begin. And there's the little story using some of our vocabulary words. Now the main selection is called Super Oscar. Super Oscar likes to play like he is a superhero. This story is fictional, so it's made up. The characters and the events in the story are not real, but as you'll find out in this story, it could be real. Let's read to find out what happens when Oscar forgets to tell the neighbors about the picnic. Super Oscar by Oscar de la Hoya with Mark Schulman, illustrated by Lisa Kopechli. Here's what it's on page 140 and 141 is where we start. And then you can turn the page and follow along with me. Oscar was a daydreamer. When Oscar rode the bus to school in the morning, he daydreamed the whole ride there. At school, Oscar would daydream straight through his lunchtime. And when he rode the bus home from school, he daydreamed some more. At breakfast, Oscar daydreamed as his pancakes got cold and his orange juice got warm. His father said, "Oscar, it's good to dream, but sometimes you need to take your head out of the clouds and get something done." "Right," Oscar said. On Saturdays in Oscar's neighborhood, everyone got together for a picnic in the park. People brought all sorts of food, and there were games to play. Oscar's mother was in charge of making the list so everyone knew what to bring. Oscar would run around his neighborhood to give out the lists. One week, a certain daydreamer forgot to give them out. That Saturday, Oscar was lying on the grass, looking at the shapes in the clouds. His mother called, "Oscar, you never gave out the lists. We'll have to cancel the picnic. There won't be anything to eat." "Don't worry, Mommy," Oscar said as he jumped up. "There's still time." And in a flash, Oscar zipped away. He rushed to the grocery store. He bought everything he needed and raced to the park. 20 minutes until the picnic. Oscar quickly unpacked the groceries and set the picnic tables. 15 minutes until the picnic. Next, Oscar made a humongous batch of guacamole, following Tia Rachel's recipe for the most part. 10 minutes until the picnic. Then Oscar began whipping up the cream for the strawberry shortcake dessert. 5 minutes until the picnic. The clock struck noon. It was time for the picnic to begin. All of Oscar's friends and neighbors came to the park. Oscar was excited until he realized there was no music. Oscar taught a few friends a tune. They performed it beautifully as everyone was arriving at the picnic site. This picnic started with Oscar's favorite event, the empanada eating contest. Well, that looks good. It was the best picnic ever. By the time the strawberry shortcake was served that afternoon, Oscar was nowhere to be found. Sweet dreams, Oscar. And that's the end. So in the end, Oscar's daydreaming got him to finish the picnic, and boy, he was tired after it was all over. Enjoy that story. I think you'll like reading it to a friend or mom or dad, or even a stuffed animal will listen. Okay, so you're going to have a few things to do then this morning. The spelling sheet, page 119 and 120 to practice before your test. An optional draw and write is the bunny paper. I'm making it optional because we are kind of down to the last day of instruction. Do your best if you'd like to do it. It's kind of optional. Take your spelling test, though, on the butterfly sheet, which will be your last spelling test in first grade. And that's all we have for this morning.